This is video number 9 for the cryogenic lab, and it's really taking a long time. I'm having a lot of fun doing this, and I don't want to stop, but we're getting up in poly count, and I want to do more in this room. But one thing that's bothering me, and maybe you've seen it all along, is my scale. I mean, this stuff, okay, looks all right. This stuff looks all right. These doors, what is this, a giant or something? This is a problem that I often have when I don't use measurements or some kind of stick figure, you know. So I don't know, I might make a change to this. All right, put something up here, make some smaller doors, but I'm going to worry about that a little bit later. What I want to do right now is I want to come in here. And the first thing I'm going to do, I think, is let's select this machine here. And let's just move him a bit more like that. And I want to come in here, and I want to reduce this bevel a bit. Okay, that's good for the moment. Here's what I want to do. I want to select this face, Shift-D, bring it out, scale this in the X quite a bit. I'm going to make something else from this. So I'm going to P break it out and set the origin of geometry. Let's make sure that my screencast keys are indeed working. And let's do this. Okay, here's what I had in mind. Okay, I'm going to select these top vertices and look from the side, and I'm going to come out like this, and I'm going to come up like this. Let's see if I got that. Okay, let's scale this in the X a little bit. All right, let's put on solidify, and let's make it a little bit less thick than that. I'll put on even thickness. And let's take these guys and bring them up. I'll put some bolts on there. Scale this in the X again. Let's get the right proportions for this. So I do have a bevel on there, right? I may try to go with 0.03. We'll see how I like it. Like this. And then what I would do is take these guys, bring them up a little bit more like this. And then what I would do is I would take this face. I'm going to Shift D. I'm going to switch to normal. Move it out a bit. I'm going to hit S to scale. I'm going to try to scale. Okay, can't do that because I need the solidify on there. So I think I'm going to hit P to break that out. So I got just that guy. And now I'm going to apply solidify and give this some thickness, make it like a little panel for this thing to work. Okay, I'll go back into edit mode and take just this face, and I'll just make sure it seems like it contacts or comes pretty close. That's fine. Yeah, that might be a little bit wide for me, for what I need. Well, now let's try, let's see, local help me in any way? No, not really. Okay, so what we'll do is, I'm going to bring, let's go back to normal. And bring this end up a little bit, and then bring this end back up a little bit. So it's kind of in the middle. Oh, okay. So we got that going. Now the next thing I'm going to do, I kind of want these bolts. That and that. Control L, Shift D, P to break it out. Let's bring you way, way out. Okay, look from the side. Zoom in on that. Oh yeah, going right there. What am I doing? I'll look from the front. I'll make those a bit bigger. Okay, so that would hold that on. And then what we're going to do over here is we'll select this face, Shift D, and scale. Scale in the Y, and scale some more. Gonna make a couple of buttons here. I like being normal, I can slide it up and down. Alright, anyways, let's zoom in on this guy. We're going to hit E to extrude. We're going to come out. Let's come out some more. I might switch this to 0.2 now that I think about it. Another thing I'll do is I'll scale in a bit like that. Control plus. And I'm going to scale it all down a bit. Shift D and bring another one out here. And before I get too carried away, I want to select this face actually, and I want to inset like this, and I want to extrude it out just a little bit like that. That's fine. So I could have some buttons in there. I may go back to 0.03. Although I don't know if it'll get much of an effect. And let's come over to the microscope. I want one of these dials. Shift D, I'm going to pull it out. Oh, I got the mirror on. There we go. And I'll go back to global. Scale that up. Let's rotate Z90. From here, we're going to rotate this. I'll go back to normal. These, Control plus, and thinking about breaking these out, and I think I will, and that'll give me my bevel back a little bit. Well, if I'm going to do that, okay, I don't have a back face on them, so that's good. And then what we'll do is we'll come down here and we'll take one of these, Shift D. And we'll rotate. We'll scale it down. Shift-D. I'll take both of these Shift-D. Okay, we have a little instrument panel there to control this thing. Now, I might move the position. I want all of this stuff here. In a new collection, which is going to be conveyor controls. Conveyor controls. Okay. And I want to take that and I want to nest it under there. Let's see if I got it in there. Oh, there's conveyor controls. So I can just select just that. And I can move that along. Well, I don't necessarily want it in front of my test tubes, but on the other hand, I'm probably going to render from. Well, let's see then. Maybe it is better off somewhere over there. Not quite there. Well, this can all be adjusted in a bit anyhow. All right, let's see how she's looking with the cavity shader. Okay. All right, well, I'm going to leave that for now. Now, there's another thing I want to do. You know, in that video game Alien Isolation, or any other sci-fi monster space game, there's always like a floor panel. You can go down into the little tunnels or the air shaft or whatever. Assumedly, there's something underneath here too. I want to do something on the floor here. All right, and so that's what I'm going to do. So let's get off of this and let's come into the room. And I've got an edge loop there, but I don't want to use that one. I don't want it right in line, so I'm going to do this. I don't want to make it too big, but I'm looking at the chair trying to think of a person, but it can be a bit bigger than a person. You know, like it's going to be relatively small, but kind of. All right, anyways, I think the way I'm going to do it is by putting a hole through here. So let's go back to global and let's just delete these faces. And then we'll select that edge and we'll Control E, a bridge edge loop. So I've got a hole. And then in face selection, I'm going to Shift Alt and click that. And I'm going to Shift D and bring it up. P, I'm going to break it out. I'm going to use that. No, not that. Okay, and bring it back a little bit. I'm going to scale it in a little bit so that we don't want that. And I'm going to select that top edge here. I'm going to hit E and S. I'm going to scale it like that. E, and come down a little bit. This whole thing is going to end up sort of sitting in there like that. Okay. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and bring it up for a little lip. And before I do anything else, I'm going to Shift D and I'm going to copy that and bring it up. And I'm going to break it out. I'm going to use that later. Back to this. This. Right here. E and S. There's the lip. E, and we're going to make the shaft now going down. I guess I'll hit F just to close it off for now. Okay. So now I'm going to take this guy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and just F to make a face. E, let's give it some thickness. This would then come down in here and potentially rest on the lip. I'm going to come here and I'm going to go into wireframe and select it. I want to make it a little bit smaller. Scale this in the X and hold shift. And I'm looking at this black line right here. Scale in the Y, hold shift. Try to come sort of an equal amount and see if that's even visible. Okay, so that looks like it fits in the hole. I hope that's a reasonable size. Whatever. You get the idea. Okay, let's come into this now. And let's make, well, let's see. Let's take this top and inset like this. And then let's Control B and put one edge loop in there. Find that edge loop. Shift Alt and click that edge loop. Not that. Right in the middle. There we go. And I'm going to just push it down. Just to do that. Just another design thing. Okay. Back in here. 2 edge loops like that. An edge loop down here, there, and here. And then we'll select this face. We'll make the handle, just extrude it in. Okay, like that. And let's scale in the X to give it an angle. And also scale in the Y. And that'll catch a bit more light. And I don't know, hopefully it will look okay. Now, I hope that's not too close to the end. So we would have that so far. All right, now we need to make the hinges. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Shift H just to focus on this piece. Okay, now. Let's go into. Let's just because scale X 0. Let me change the angle a bit. Scale X 0. Let's just do that. Straighten those out. I'm going to put another edge loop right there. Scale X 0. And another one just where it falls. Scale X 0. Let's have a look at this. I think I'll take both of these and we'll scale these in the X and pull them out. I'm going to put an edge loop here and pull it in. And I'm going to put an edge loop here near the bottom. And I don't have any bevel on yet, so let's do that. Just want to have that. Just leave it like that for now. I can take off cavity and see my bevel. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to delete these faces because I'm going to put some hinges in there. I'm going to select these 2 vertices. Actually, I can do it all at the same time. Okay, all of these ones here. And I'm going to extrude them in. E to extrude, I'm going to pull them under. And I'm pulling them under these ones because I'm going to make faces. I'm going to turn on snap to vertex. I'm going to push it and snap. Just like that. Let's turn off snapping. Let's turn off bevel so you can see what I've done. Okay, now with that done, in edge selection, I can select that edge and that edge, F to make a face. It might be a little hard to see. Let's get the right edges, that one and that one, F. This one and this one, F. And you'll see I've got a little space in there. This one and this, jeez. This one and this one, F. This one and this one, F. And finally this one and this one, F. Okay, let's turn the bevel back on. And hopefully I haven't lost too much of my bevel. Well, I've definitely lost some, so here's what we're going to do. Let's try, well, this might be a little bit difficult to do that now. I just want to see if I grab these, if I bring any of it back. Nah, not really. Nah, it's alright. That's going to be just fine anyhow. Okay. With that done, I'm going to select that area, Shift S, cursor to select it, and I'm going to bring in a cylinder. Then we'll go for like, this is 16, but with nothing on it. Scale it way down. Okay, rotate Y90. Scale in the X. Get it to fit. And shade smooth. It's a rather large hinge. Shift D. And bring it over here. Alt H will bring the other stuff back. Let's have a look at this. Let's turn on the cavity shader. Bring it a little bit lower. Okay, so that's the general idea of what I wanted to do there. And I was thinking, where are you located? You're just up in the room, are you? Yeah, okay. I was thinking we would take this, and this, and this, and this, and let's move to a collection. Let's call this floor door. Floor door. Okay, so there's floor door. Okay. If I just focus on that for now, and I come back here, and I select that face, Shift S, cursor to selected, bring everything back. I'll take this stuff again. Select that, but I'm going to set my pivot point to the 3D cursor, and I can open that, or if I wanted to, if we wanted that effect, and we put a ladder in there and a light, might look cool. Let's have a look at that. Okay, so I'll leave it closed for now. So that is what we have so far, and I think very soon we have to move out of this room where the polys are really getting up. I could look to try and get rid of as many back faces as I can if there are things that I haven't done that for, like maybe the bottom of the test tube stand, so that's not going to do too much, and look at whether or not I need subdivision surface. Like I put one there, you know, maybe I don't need that. It doesn't really do that much, a few hundred anyhow, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, I'd love to put more wires and pipes and stuff like that, but we need to think about what to do about those doors, and we need to move in there, and this walkway needs probably something, you know. So yeah, a lot of fun though. Anyways, cool. Okay, see ya.